Good morning, Turtle Club. I hope everybody's having a great Friday. I'm having pretty good Friday. Pretty good Friday. Got a lot of stuff accomplished that I wanted to accomplish. Unfortunately, there's a few things I wasn't able to get done, but you got to kind of move forward when that happens. But all in all, I'd say it was very productive for what I was trying to do. So today, we got two main goals on this Skyward Sword 100 stream. Three goals. Try not to electrocute myself into a game over screen. That's the first one. The second main goal is we have that game wheel that we're supposed to be getting. And so we're going to go and acquire that. We know where it is. We just got to go get it. The other goal is now that we have this claw shot and the bow, there are a number of places that we should be able to access some interesting stuff at now. So we're going to have us a Clawesome time today. We're going to go back to the forest level, we're going to go back to the volcano level, and we're just going to kind of, I wouldn't say spread mayhem, but we're gonna have something akin to mayhem where we go. Other than that, we were talking about games I was playing yesterday, or Wednesday rather, and I didn't get to say the last game that I've been playing a lot of, oddly enough, is City Skylines. It's a city builder game, and I enjoy playing them. I enjoy going through all the requirements and the nuance of it, but I'm actually, for the first time in a very long time, playing a game like City Skylines, like Minecraft, like all those things, in an almost creative mode. There's on the Epic Game Store version and on the Steam version both, there's a mod that's basically infinite money and all the things unlocked, and you're basically not trying to keep yourself out of debt and all the people happy per se, but you're trying to keep the town from falling apart. Which is, when you have all the money in the world and all the money in every other reality, makes it really easy. And I'm perfectly fine with that in that particular aspect of this. I don't believe we went through this direction, did we? Or maybe we did, because we couldn't get to that other one. Maybe. No, this definitely does not look like... Alright. Oh, so there's a way up here from there. Interesting. So the question is, where all, if anywhere, do I truly care about over here? Oh! Well, usually where there's danger, there's treasure. So, they try to attack me over this way, so we're going to come over this way and see what we can find. Whole lot of nada. Okay. So, not that direction. I feel like this might be the way we actually got in to this area. Odd. So what's over this way then? Because there's clearly some stuff this way. So that'll get me back up there and around all of that. Oh, there's another secret. Drop the minecart. So we want to do that. Everywhere that we can make this place a little bit more traversable, we're going to. Oh. I would like to have my heart back, please. My heart cannot be bought for 1 rupee. I feel very offended that they thought that that was what I wanted. Alas. Yeah. Huh. So there's absolutely a goddess cube over there. That to me tells me we have the right place that we're kind of looking for. Oh, no, no, no. Ah. I thought he was either attacking, which I could have been able to do something about, or falling on us, and unfortunately I guessed wrong. It was a wrong guess. There's all sorts of goodies up here. Wow. Actually, that's super satisfying. Hey, Colin, doing good. Hope your Friday's going good. But the only like 2 kind of negatives today, and they're not really negatives. So there's a household project that I've been working on for repairing some stuff in the house, and it involves some plumbing stuff, and it's been a minor issue. We got a toilet that's running, and unfortunately it runs faster than I do, so I can't catch it. LOL, ha ha ha. But I've been tasked with fixing it, and I looked at several videos, looked at a couple of repair locations. I went onto a Reddit DIY page and looked up everything that I needed to do, and everything was agreeing that all the stuff that I needed to do was pretty straightforward, and the repair should have been, once I got all the tools together for it, for the specific repair, shouldn't have been more than like 15 minutes to accomplish. And I was all gung-ho for that. I was ready for it. And then come to find out, one of the very rare things that can happen for this particular repair job, lo and behold, while getting run over by a rock shrimp, actually happens to be an issue with our particular toilet that's having the problem. And it's not a big problem. It's not like, you know, oh my gosh, it's the world's ending kind of stuff. But unfortunately, it does mean that after I spent all the time reading up on it, getting all the stuff together and all that, there's more that I have to do. And one of the things that is going to be required for this repair is actually outside of what I feel comfortable doing. There is an alternative but unfortunately the alternative is not really safe for me to do without Digrat or someone else similar nearby to assist. It's not really feasible. Basically, the cutoff valve for the toilet in question is not accessible. Alright, so I know there's an entrance through here, and that's where we have to go, basically. Now, I can turn off the water for the entire home, which is what I was looking at doing, but as Digrat was very quick to point out, because of this particular repair requiring multiple measurements and basically fill up the toilet, drain the toilet, make sure the toilet levels correctly, and all this other good stuff, it means that turning on and off the water is not a one and done process. Turn it off, drain the toilet, put in one piece, fill it, make sure it's good, flush it, drain it, and over. So, and each time that I'd have to turn the water on or off, it requires me to go from our top floor all the way down 3 flights of stairs into the basement. And, I don't mind going up and down all the stairs. But if something were to happen through all of that traversing of the steps, not having anybody here, especially because, when you're doing work and when you're doing, especially if you're not, let me preface this, if you're not a professional person and you're not used to doing a lot of manual labor, such as myself, and you are the kind of person who gets absent-minded, like myself, you may find yourself... That's weird. Those look like I should be able to chop them down. Oh, those are the flower bushes, or the heart bushes, okay. You may find yourself basically holding tools while going up and down the stairs. And that's not something I should have to do, but I just know myself in being that absent-minded. Where am I going? I'm going this direction is where I should be going. So that's the big thing. That's the big minor annoyance that's happened right now. So something that I was gearing up for, a project that I had spent most of my time. That is very funny, Colin. The house that Digrat and I managed to purchase is very, very much completely fine as far as that goes. We have 2 other working toilets right now in the home. Technically, we have 3 other working toilets in the home, but the third one is it's one we would rather not use because it does have a slight leak when it gets flushed, and that was going to take a whole lot more than anything to fix. That's one that I'm going to have to take time off from work to really repair, because it's going to require actually removing the toilet and re-leveling the ground on it. But yeah, we have plenty of other toilets to use, so it's not like we're having to go outside and find an outhouse or something. So we're good. We're good. But yeah, it's kind of funny in a not exactly a haha way, but in an annoying way. But it's the master bedroom that has the minor problem, and it's actually the one that's in this room that I'm streaming from that has the other issue. So while it's perfectly fine, we have working plumbing, we have working toilets, and we have an embarrassment of riches, as Digrat would say it. What we also have is, if we need to use the facilities in any way, shape, or form, we have to go outside of the most common areas that we tend to spend a lot of time in. If you think about it, in your master bedroom and bathroom, you tend to, you bathe in the bathroom, you sleep in the bedroom, and so you spent a considerable amount of time in that room. And in this streaming room / work office / game room that I've got, I spend a considerable amount of time in there as well. So it is The two rooms that are closest to the toilets are the ones that actually are requiring us to go other places. So it's kind of amusing in a ironic kind of way. But yeah, that's... Now hold up, Now, I'm not the smartest person, but I thought I knew how to read a map. The other, the lesser thing, right, is been playing City Skylines. Fun game. Actually was playing on an Epic without any mods, and then I found a way that you can actually install mods on Epic, and started installing mods and had a pretty fun time with that. And then going beyond that, I discovered what's called district styles in City Skylines, and that's where I started kind of... Okay, I know where that goes. Because that's the Spider-Man crawl. So how do I... No, I wasn't wanting to go that way. Yeah, you know that's not a bad thing, right? I mean, especially for me, being the bigger person that I am, anything that I can do to force myself to get some extra steps in, quote unquote, is not going to kill me. And in fact, it's actually going to help me live longer. It's going to force me to get some much needed exercise that I wouldn't ordinarily get. But when you gotta go, and having to traverse, different rooms to get to where you gotta go is concerning at times. Like you don't want to be taking a mental check. All right, well, when was the last time I used the facilities? All right, well, when do I think I'll need to use them again? And you start plotting out your bathroom breaks. But yeah, the minor thing though, like I said, was Skylines. It has really difficult way to implement some stuff. So I went ahead and purchased the Steam version. And Steam version works pretty good. It uses Workshop for most of its mods, like everything else on Steam does. I should have ran instead of walked. But unfortunately, like other games in Steam that have mods, when there's an update to the game... Oh wait, this might be my way out? No, it's not my way out. This is just my way into another... Like... Nope. Bye-bye. But what happens on some of those games that have mods is either the mod developer, which we would generally want to think that the company making the game knows what they're doing. Not always, but we'd usually want to think that they do. So what could happen is the mod developer designs the mod thinking that this is the final version of the game. And that's not a bad decision. That's not a dumb decision. It's just when you use mods in a game, presuming that mod's always going to work is just bad. Especially if you want the game to be updated. And so mod developers, they have no way to know what's about to be made. But they design the game to rely heavily on what's already there. A few modders will go the extra mile, and they'll develop their own systems or their own functions and all that kind of thing. But for the most part, when you look at a game with mods, modders are going to use what's built into the game already to achieve any effect that's already available, where possible. And in City Skylines, what I've discovered while using some of these mods is there are some mods that are no longer available, that no longer work, because the game has been updated to a point where it no longer functions for that mod. And that's not a big problem, right? You know, you install that one mod and it doesn't work, and you look at why it doesn't work and you go, oh, okay. But the problem is that unlike other games that just say, hey, this mod is out of date, City Skylines #1, the base game, is very old. So you don't really get that polite, hey bud, your stuff doesn't work. But the other thing... Ooh, okay. That's cool. We're about to croak the frog. Haha. That's pretty awesome. But the other thing is, though, in City Skylines, is not only do you get that, you don't get that pleasant, hey, this doesn't work because it's outdated, but in certain things for City Skylines, they have what's called dependencies. And they're not really handled well. No, why am I going backwards? Jane, stop this crazy thing. Ah. And the dependencies aren't even automatic. You know, a lot of programming, a lot of developing programs and platforms, when you have a thing that requires another thing, some of those, when they're designed very nicely and user-friendly like, as you would expect a video game to be, something that your average consumer is trying to use, what occurs is you get this automatic, hey, if you're wanting to do this, then you need this. And City Skylines doesn't do that. And not only that, but certain things require what's called a chain dependency. So, like, if you think about, what's a good way to say it? The common, complete, unassuming hamburger, right? To have a hamburger, you have to have your buns, and you have to have the meat patty, you have to have a sauce typically of some sort, and you have to have, that's pretty much it for a hamburger, right? To qualify as a hamburger, that's what you need. Now, some people may want sesame seeds on their buns, and some people may want cheese on their hamburger, turning it into a cheeseburger. But for the most part, you know, that's just trying your basic stuff. Alright, excuse me, sir. Thank you. But, so let's say that you're like myself. Digrat says that I'm one of those Yankee heathens that like mayonnaise, Miracle Whip, you know, olive oil mayonnaise on my burger. And I do, you know, I happen to like the taste of it. But a mayonnaise is an oil, and I know there's some way we get about here, and I don't remember how that works. Is it through here? I know there's a ledge we get to somehow. But so I like, you know, that type of sauce on my burger. And if I were to make a hamburger, I would need to have, if I was making it from scratch, all the fixings for the bun. I would need seasoning, I would need the beef, I would need egg, and I would need oil. And that would mean that if something were to go bad in that, I wouldn't have a hamburger. So that's a chain dependency. You know, a burger requires the bun, the meat, and the sauce. And if the sauce needs more things to work. And so what I've been discovering with City Skylines is some of these mods that have been updated we won't say recently, but they've been updated recently enough to where they should work. They themselves may actually have a component that requires an update, or something needed to be changed or updated. How am I being thwarted by this? Because I accidentally got there the other day. And I remember going across that ledge. Is it because I changed time? Let me do that. Let me... Oh, wait. I think it is because I changed time. I think when I do this, and then... Yeah, I think we actually get like a vine we can climb up or something. Yes. That's what it was. Okay. So I'm actually finding all these really cool things to do in City Skylines that look neat. You know, different like building styles and districts and what they call props. And the person who built like this military zone, right? To where you could have like tanks and planes and trains and all that kind of stuff, and then like a pop culture zone with like a concert area and that kind of stuff, and like another one is like a lesser wealth area in the city. Some real stylistic stuff. Hey, we got there. But we start trying to use these things in City Skylines, and the system goes, well, great, you subscribe to this, and these are all the things that are dependent upon other things. And then you go to install those things. It goes, now this thing that you got, that you needed for that thing, also needs these things. And then as you kind of go down this chain, you eventually find out of... I think one of them had like 538 individual components just for itself. Not subcomponents, just components. And one of those components had like 12 subcomponents. And one of those subcomponents also had like 3 further subcomponents. And one of those 3 subcomponents. Now, we went from 538 to like 12 to like 3, you know. And one of those was outdated. And because it's outdated, and the modder for that particular thing hasn't touched it since like 4 years, give or take, I can't use that item. And it looked really good. It looked like it was something I would really enjoy using. But alas, it wasn't meant to be. Alright, so I have went through the back way. I have gone through here. I think the last... Actually, let me... Is there a door over here? There's a chest. I don't know if there's anything else over here that we really need to use the claw shot on, but I'm going to go into this building here and take a look. And then we have the dungeon that was here proper, and we want to take a look at it as well. Since we just got our roulette wheel, our fun wheel, we want to go ahead and make sure we get that going. But so that's kind of frustrating, and I didn't realize, the really frustrating part is I hadn't realized that this was the way that this game operated with mods. You know, I've played several other games with mods through Steam, and there's been some stinkers, I won't lie. Mod implementation on some games really has a long way to go before it truly would be a really widespread game. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. The worst that I've dealt with in a very long time. It's a fun game, but I just don't like playing it modded because its modding system is horrible. Is 7 Days to Die. Really awesome zombie apocalypse game. But to do mods on it, if you're going to play on a server, you have to first install the mods on the server, and then the server doesn't actually tell your client what mods you're using and then auto get them for you. Instead, what it does is it expects you to know what mods you're going to use, and then you have to install them on your own in its own installation. And that's the real kicker, is its own installation. That part is like, wait, what? So, like, imagine if you were, you know, playing with a couple friends on one server, and then playing with like some school friends or some work friends on another server, and and then you were playing on a solo game on your own as well, and in order to do that with 7 days, you have to have the game installed 3 times. So if you're playing with friends and then colleagues and then yourself, that's 3 different separate installations. Now, the game is pretty involved. It's like Minecraft with a different graphics engine and a different premise, to where every 7 end-day games your base is attacked by zombies. And alright, so it doesn't look like there's anything that I need the claw shot for on this. I am curious what happens if I shoot these guys. That's cool. That's cool. Excuse me. Off the edge you go. Bye. They went down the hole all the way to the bottom. So that's probably by far the worst game that I've actually done mods with in a long time. And so, hey, Shadow! Thanks for coming in today, Supreme Lurker. But yeah, City Skyline mods, the fact that their dependency system is pretty bad. I need that little ball thingy! Nah, I've already done the puzzle for that dungeon room, so it's not all that necessary. This is interesting. Huh. But yeah, so, you know, it's interesting how games can be either great or just good based upon their mods. And in this particular instance, I think that it's only just good. Huh. Wait. Oh. Turtle Club. Look at that. Excuse me. Now, the frustrating thing is I could have found this secret before we got here. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm willing to bet that had we found it, it wouldn't have been anywhere of importance. Because it eventually is going to lead to where we need to have the claw shot. But haha. Oh, so there would have been. Oh, it's a Blobzilla. Haha. Excellent. Gives us the shiny. Oh, a piece of heart. Give us a piece of heart now, baby. Yeah. Spider Link, using claw shots to do the thing. Alright, so now that we're here... That's explored, that's explored. I feel like we need to go exploring there. You know, I realize that... Uh-oh. I realize that this game has already maximized the number of buttons, basically, that you can use. I mean... I don't think the left button necessarily is used for anything. But it sure would be nice. That's a red rupee. Ah, that kind of hurts not getting it. But I would like to have like a hotkey mappable button. It would be so nice. Alright. So I don't really see anything that's hook-shotable. I see a lot of places I can fall to my death at. Yep, fall to your death. That definitely is what that is. I see a lot of... I'm not seeing anything here that really needs the hook shot, though. What I am noticing is that in this zone, I'm not getting any arrow drops, like, at all. Like, if I want to get arrows in this game, I'm going to have to go somewhere else for arrows. Because this is not the place. We need to go that direction to get to our bird statue. So I think, I'm not 100% certain, but for what we can do right now, I think we're as good as we're going to be able to get. I think. Really? So I make that really awesome shot there and it does nothing for me? That's very disappointing. Perils of time travel, I guess. Alright, so we have got a considerable amount of time left, so that's good. We have the fun wheel. We have another piece of heart, which is great. I think we're going to go to the game center and drop off that wheel. We'll have that wheel dropped off. We're going to have that robot following us while we're flying. So we definitely want to make sure we know where that is. Oh, look at these. There and there. And one in there even. And one all the way over here. I feel like we need to get these three here because they're just there. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, so this definitely needs our claw shot. Bam. Or not. Or not. Wow. Open up. Hey. That works out really good. And now we can just take this one and just get rid of it. I would dare say the next one's this way. Highway to the danger zone. Going to the Hyrulean danger zone. Well, since the spinning wheel is right here, might as well turn it into him right now. He is just so sad. It's strapped to his back. I thought he just had it strapped to his back to carry it. This is This is... okay. I have questions and concerns. This person looks very... okay. Shot out of a cannon. Alright. Definite flashbacks to Twilight Princess here. Okay. Oh. Okay. For science, we must do this. We're basically going to be shot out of a cannon and then fall to our death and then splat and then get money for it. Not the first time we volunteered to shoot ourselves out of a cannon. Alrighty. So this is the fortune ring. Those are the dodo balls. This isn't too bad so far. I presume... oh. Ha. So times 10 will get us 200? Is that right? Alright. So... I'm in. Alright, I'm in, guys. We know what we're dealing with now. So the rings versus the dodo balls aren't really the hard part. It's the... oh, well... I say, and then we fell to hit 2 of the rings. So... alright. Not sure what the prize is, so we must go on. Since we're doing a spoilerish playthrough. No spoilers, no spoilers, no whammies. Alright. Oh! Oh, you bounce off of him too if you hit him. Oh, that wasn't good. Alright. Alright, so at that speed, the 4 speed, we basically drift 3. Yep, we're gonna play. We are going to play. unfortunately, as bad as it could be to hit the gray one, I don't know what he'll pull. I'm presuming it's going to be based upon our multiplier when we hit gray. So we definitely don't want to hit gray if we can avoid it. Yeah, 40's not bad. As far as the traditional Zelda money-making game is concerned, this is actually not that bad of a game. It's not like we're playing Battleship where you have 100% luck on your side, or you don't, or you cheat knowing all the potential patterns and play to maximize your pattern choices. Problem is when you're drifting, you have very little. Alright. So brown's not gray. I'm guessing brown's gonna be like 0? Alright. Like the original Zelda, if you remember, was deal or no deal basically. You had 3 potential places to get rupees from, and you picked, and you either got took or got rupees. Alright, so it seems like as long as you can kind of just really kind of just get it there. Oh. Man. So there is a bit of a luck factor. So let's do this. Where did I just put that blue? That should be fine. That should be fine. Missed the 50 rupee side, so it really doesn't matter as long as we don't land on gray what we hit. Ah. So, looks like... alright. Just a question of timing it all. That one we missed, so we might as well just avoid these. What happens if I actually hit the cannon again? It's a 0. Okay, well that's good to know. That's not an imaginary stack of 0 rupees. That's a real stack of 0 rupees. Come on, can't be going all Aztecian on us. Oh no! No, 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 no. $10. So it's based upon your multiplier. Okay. So not the green, like the brown space after the green, maybe. Ah! Oh! Okay. So on the plus side, well, not so plus side, we got about 6 minutes left today on the stream. But on the plus side, though, we are getting really good at hitting these circles. Now, tomorrow is going to be a buffet day, and we're not going to be doing this all buffet. I can guarantee you guys that. We're not going to even probably attempt it on the buffet. I think what we're going to do is maybe go swing our slightly longer sword at some bamboo for a bit. Oh. So I'm thinking that the speed of the wheel, of course, is fixed. If you know where the position of the wheel is to begin with, after X amount of time, it'll always be in the same spot. If you don't hit a single one of these. Every time you hit one of these, though, it slows down, so that changes where the wheel's going to be, because the speed changes. And as these are positioned randomly, technically, you won't know exactly when you'll be hitting these actual circles. Almost got it. So, yeah, there's some skill to it for not getting the big prize. but I'm definitely getting carnival game kind of vibes from the rest of it. Takes about a minute, 2 minutes per attempt, so we got like another 1 or 2 attempts today. Oh, we missed that. Alright, so let's see. Yeah, it was close, but unfortunately not close enough. We were not using bombs, neither were we using hand grenades or horseshoes, so sadly close did not cut it for us. Missed it by that much. As Maxwell Smart, Agent 86 would have said. That was actually a pretty decent show for its day. Oh, we missed that one too. Oh well. One final attempt. It's the final countdown. Is there a bird statue on this island? And I believe that answer is no. At least not on top of it. Yeah, 80 rupees, I mean, that's not bad at all. The fact that we're maxing out our rupee allotment and not going down more than maybe 100 for all the failed attempts we've had, total being 100, right? I think we're doing good from a wealth building and Zelda perspective. Oh, that was bad. That was just a horrible, horrible, horrible end. Speaking of horrible ends, I wonder. Nope. Okay. Oh well. So we did not acquire what we thought we was going to acquire. I gotta know. I gotta know what's in the box over here. So we're gonna go over here, fly to this other goddess cube and get it, and then get to the final. Or get back to a bird statue. Whoops. Whoa. Okay. Oh. Well, that's convenient. Now, how do I get out of here? That's one way to get out of there. Okay. Well, now. So that one we've already opened. Perfectly calculated fall. I know, right? Completely meant to do that. Not an accident. Not an accident at all. Like, I'm good at this game. Oh my gosh. Alright. So, that we can take off the map. This we can take off the map. Where do we have... I feel like there was another bird statue around here somewhere. Hey, Noah! welcome. We're actually wrapping the stream up, but thank you for popping in and saying hello. Really appreciate that. We're on our way back to home base, as it were. I bet there's plenty of things in the first level. I know there's some stuff to claw shot, so we're going to be doing that tomorrow during our buffet stream. We're going to be knocking down some bamboo. We're kind of going to do a little side questy stuff because I feel like we're really getting close to the end of all this. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say for certain, right? 100% clear time says that for this game, it's supposed to be like 60 hours, give or take. So I feel like we got a lot of nuanced, nitty-gritty stuff that we haven't done yet. And we're really going to have to step our game up for that. Do our little superhero pose as we land. Boom. Alright, we got to a bird statue. So, I'm going to have to figure out what we can do to make our actual gameplay on the spinning wheel better, because clearly we have some stuff to learn. I myself am about to have a good night, but I want to thank Colin for showing up, Shadow for lurking and watching, always appreciative, and Noah, thank you for coming in as well. And Lurk Squad, as always, you're always appreciated. For being here. It's, you know, Turtle Club, I'm just a guy sitting in a chair playing a video game. And it's when you come and actually watch and talk and have fun with me that this is actually a channel. So thank you for helping me make this a channel. So have a good morning, a good breakfast, a good lunch, a good dinner, a good weekend. Whatever you're about to do, Turtle Club, stay safe, wash your hands, and have a good one.